Vegas. The Raiders play a team that's won 7 times in their past 8 matchups. It's the Dolphins taking on the Silver and Black. Next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Miami Dolphins. Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at our 2 quarterbacks in this one. Kind of an interesting pairing. Tua Tagovailoa of the Dolphins, Derek Carr of the Raiders.
Yeah, you got one guy who's part of the new breed, the run and gun, beat you with my legs kind of guys. And then on the other side, you got your traditional pocket passer. He'll stand in there and throw the ball downfield no matter what the turbulence is around him in the pocket.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins ready to go to work on offense, led by their second-year quarterback out of Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa. They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Tua. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. So on 4th down, the Dolphins' new punter for 2021, Michael Palardy, on to punt. Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders getting ready to go to work for the first time, and they're led by their quarterback in his 8th season now in silver and black, Derek Carr. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now Carr on the bootleg. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
No tight end had more catches in 2020 than Darren Waller with 107. The third most by a tight end in history. Maybe we should just take the label off and call him an outstanding receiver.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 16 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive, and a 3-and-out on that 1st drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
Do you almost get a mulligan then on that 1st drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened, but then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Tua now on 1st down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. But Charles, you take a look at the draft class for this offense. It's highlighted by first-round pick who provides a much-needed boost to their offensive line.
And you and I both know it's the kind of pick that doesn't often get a fan base really excited. But I know who is excited. Their quarterback, he won't get hit as much, and that should improve the rest of the offense as well.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
A nice substantial run there by Gaskin, who was the Dolphins' leading rusher in 2020. 584 total yards in just 7 starts and got stronger as the season went on. Not bad for a 7th-round pick in 2019. He was drafted number 234 overall that season.
Divine Diablo there to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action, now it's Tua. And they're not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Palardy now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point. Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Well, they run the option on 2nd down. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From midfield, here's Carr. Throw left side, complete. That's Edwards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Off of play action, Tagovailoa steps away to his left, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He's going to air one out. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. T.J. Green with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown Raiders. Henry Ruggs. His 2nd touchdown on the season. Well, the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham! You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Myles Gaskin and the rest of the Dolphin offense ready to get back to work here. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try to loosen things up, get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about Race your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. This is Gaskin on the carry. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Tua going to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. Looking to pass. Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's Gaskin. A nice little juke. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll run now with Gaskin. And Gaskin, I don't think he got there. No, they're going to mark him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Go! Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. Shoves him away, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's running 11 times.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he can easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones, and he is all the way up past the 25. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders, who knows what it could be. He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting to 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. To throw again on second down. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Raiders have recovered. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now a play fake. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Now Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, as the first half is winding down. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. They've got the lead. Don't forget, though, about the protection he's had. The protection's been good.
And I'll guarantee you he hasn't forgotten about it at all because that's keeping him clean in the pocket, allowing him to step into throws and make those deep passes come true. I mean, it's just been beautiful for him to do. But guess what? In the huddle, on the sidelines, guaranteed.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They find some open field here. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. 46 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 2 catches in the first half. Now, he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it is 28-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. The return is Renfro. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. Now Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Gaskin again on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Here's Drake one more time on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. On play action, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now Carr on the bootleg, out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 70 yards on the ground for him so far.
Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Carr, eluding the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Miami set to take over, and they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. And we saw Tua Tagovailoa. Some big ones in his college days to Henry Ruggs and Jerry Jeudy. That left arm, pretty underrated in terms of strength.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball. and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense. But, yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Carr, a handoff here to Drake. Now Drake loses the football, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Tua sets up to pass it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
1st and 2 at the 33-yard line.
On 1st down, Drake. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open?